Hey guys, it's Imani back with another vlog number 4. And today we will be talking about the lecture slash the documentary that we watched in class last week called Browser Wars. Before I get into detail about my reflection and what I thought about the documentary, I first want to give like a background on what we talked about in the lecture and a summary of what the documentary was about. What we talked about first is the lecture. In the lecture, we talked about the past of the internet, and we talked about what the internet was. We talked about what it used to be, different forms of the internet like the telegram, the telephone, and just how it has evolved since then into something much greater. We also talked about the difference between the World Wide Web and the internet, and previously before this lesson I did not know that there was a difference. I just referred to them as the same thing. So it's great to be enlightened on things that I didn't know and to correct myself so I don't seem not intelligent. Also, we talked about how it was kind of like foreshadowed that the internet was going to come to be and come to play such a big part in our society, like it does today. The thing that we talked about was the differences in between the internet and the World Wide Web. The internet is something that you can hold, something that you can plug in, something that you can physically touch, while the World Wide Web was something that was just, in the clouds and something that you can't really physically see, but you know it's there. So it's also kind of like a part of the internet. It's what makes the internet so unique and so resourceful is the World Wide Web. So it was very informational to know that. And so some background on the documentary is basically it was a documentary about how Microsoft slash Bill Gates was kind of like this monopoly in the internet industry, and it kind of really took down all the other smaller internet companies that wanted to come to be before they even got the chance to become a bigger company. In this one documentary specifically, it talked about the company Mosaic, how they were trying to develop their, well, they didn't try to, they developed their own internet browser just like Windows called NetSpace, and it was very successful. It was very efficient just like Windows, but the only problem was it didn't have the name, it didn't have the reputation of Windows or Bill Gates behind it. Like it was not a not fair fight. The company was constantly being diminished by different things that Microsoft would do, from tactics, from like marketing, from sales. They were just much greater on a much greater scale than the other companies. So it was kind of unfair, and it was kind of hard to watch because it's sad when you have to see the little person or the underdog go through so much just to come out in the end and not be able to like get the results that they wanted. So it was just kind of sad learning the different side of Bill Gates, because as a child I was introduced to Bill Gates as like the philanthropist and the person that's so generous and so giving, and he's always giving back to the community and giving opportunities to different types of people. And I honestly, now that I look back after seeing this, it just opened my eyes because it makes me think that he has some type of guilt. He felt guilty about the way he used to do things in business that he handled before he became a philanthropist and like this peaceful and giving person. So like I just think it's kind of like how the saying goes, when you have guilt you tend to give more, and so he's very guilty, so he gives a lot now. But I mean, I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. That's something you have to do in the industry when you're competing and when you want to be successful. But at a certain point, it becomes not morally right, And so I just really enjoy this class. I enjoy being able to open my eyes and see the other side of the story. And it's just kind of becoming a reoccurring theme in this class that you have to look for the other side of the story. There's always going to be an other side, and you have to be able to, see both sides for what it is. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's vlog and today's reflection. I will be back next time with another video. Bye.